and U.S. This one supersedes that one right there. The state supersedes the U.S. Constitution. But get those two. Actually, I wanted to get more from Senator Shirley Kitchen's office here. Oh, here you go. You talking about right here, right? This is what you're talking about? What you looking for?
The rest of the book?
Yeah, my book is my books is tore apart, so you gotta excuse me. In 1670 passed the law forbidding, listen to this. In 1670, Virginia passed the law forbidding Negroes from buying white people.
Wait, could you say one more time?
So in 1670, they forbid Negroes from buying white people?
In 1670, Virginia passed a law forbidding Negroes from buying white people. All this can be verified.
Wait, buying free people or white people?
That's what I was about to say.
White people.
You talking about like
Caucasian?
White
Caucasian.
I was trying to
No, but see, you gotta understand the history. It was not. There's a guy I want you to research also. Write this guy's name down, John Jay. Go to Wikipedia and scroll it. It's going to blow your mind when you go home and research this guy.
Wiki is not his thing.
It's not. You say it's not.
Use
Oh,
Wikipedia.
well, you're going to find a lot of stuff. Just Google his name. You're going to see a lot of stuff. It's a college in New York called John Jay University. There's a law college there. But this study his history. All right. It says in 1670, Virginia, it says law passed forbidding Negroes from buying white people. This was 51 years later. The Negro had arrived in chains. The same law repeated in 1748. Free Negroes bought white people in such numbers in Louisiana that the state made a similar law in 1818. So why they keep telling you just so-called blacks was enslaved? Why they tell you that?
Is it so that we can stay enslaved?
Bam, there you go. To stay enslaved. It's to make you feel inferior. I don't even know, but this is 100 amazing facts about the Negroes. I don't even know. There's other stuff. It might be in my bag. You want to check my bag. But that's, there's some more stuff that we can pinpoint out. But, go ahead.
You remember you just said blacks being kept enslaved and everything?
Say that again?
Remember you just said how it was a way to keep blacks enslaved?
Yeah, I just told you.
Right there, talk about that.
Wow.
About Willie Lynch.
Yeah, that's a book. That's a very good book. A lot of people don't even know about that Willie Lynch story. But it's a mental thing. Remember, that's why I played the music. If it's in your subconscious mind, you're going to think and feel inferior. That's all we've done. Now, I have a saying that you don't go to the jungle and get somebody swung from trees to build your city. So, come on, that don't make sense to me. You got masons, you got brick masons. You know how to build pyramids. So you got master architects. You dealt with alchemy. How many people know the computer system came from us? How many people know called coltan? You know what coltan is? Coltan is a mineral. It's a stone. It makes this function, that function, your cell phone function. It was an African. Research these things. So if I teach you that you didn't do anything but run around in the jungle half naked, that's what you want to get. Why? Because you were not unconscious. Oh, what? Oh yeah. I love her, man. Listen. Okay, this is what she want me to show you also. The Klan. You think this is the Ku Klux Klan?
I don't even know, like,
Can you see?
The way you're asking it, I don't think it is, right?
y'all making it seem like.
Yo, Sabir, you want the light back on?
Huh?
The light back on?
Turn the light on. Yeah.
I don't know. If they tell me this book, read everything.
So are they taking everything from us and like reversing it because you said we enslaved
Exactly.
Europeans first?
If you don't know what happened in Spain, you would not know what happened over here. This was our.
So
This
they
is
teach us about 1492, right?
Huh?
They teach us from 1492 and
From 1492. So what happened in 1492?
they claim Columbus discovered what was already.
If I walked in your house, did I discover your house?
No.
It's case closed. How?
Before you got here.
Thank you. So wasn't it people here before they got here?
Columbus got here.
Yes. So how could you discover something when somebody's over here? There were people that was here, the Caribs or the Caribbean, or it's pronounced Carib, or Caribbean. That's the people that was there.
Can I say something about it? Well, Ms. Reed, she had this research. We talking about Africa and North America. She had this research like the different continents and stuff like that. And out of all the research I did, I've done, it was weird how North America and Africa seem to always be close together. Cause like it was like
It's in the book.
one continent, Rwanda, North America was the center, and then it broke apart and it came back, and then Africa was in the center. And then it broke
It's still
apart.
there.
And it
If
was
I take all the water out the Atlantic Ocean, what you think is under there? What did the Titanic hit? Iceberg. Where you get icebergs from? Something had to be growing there for it to hit it, make it sink. What was out there? You used to travel. Each piece was an island. You ever see the cartoon Atlantis? They were telling you in the cartoon. It was people that were living there. It was called Mulantis. Mulantis. That's another term for Moor. M-U-U-R.
It was kind of dark still.
They was dark.
They were dark people. If you watch movies as 300, they were dark. The Persians, they were us.
Like the Spartans.
Spartans were European, they were slaves. Remember in the movie? In the movie, he said, we're not going to be your slaves. And he took the brother, went to them, and said, I'm the messenger. He was a
And
brother.
he dressed like the Moorish chief.
Exactly. He
He
said,
went to the village.
exactly. Now, people hear chief, they just think of what? An Indian? You have chiefs all over. It's a sweet. But what happens is that in that movie, they were showing the Moor that was there that wanted to go see the Spartans. And he said, we're not going to be your slaves anymore. And what did he do? He turned and looked to the woman. Because the woman is the one that makes all the rules. That's how it was with our ancestors. It wasn't the man, it was always the woman. That's why they always looked for. The woman was the one, Sheba was the queen, all of them. Nefertiti, all of them. So they looked towards the woman because she the one makes the man to be a king or a soldier in the military. It wasn't the man. This is a matriarch society. This is not a patriarch society. Everything's come from the woman. The matrix means womb of the woman. That's all it means. That's what matrix meant. Matrix means womb of the woman. So when you see little movies like that when Neo was coming through the canal, the birth canal again, being reborn again, he was going through a chamber, being reborn. The mothers always was the ones.
The technique you used by Willie Lynch, he switched the rules between the black male and
I can't hear you.
and the technique used by Willie Lynch, he switched the rules between the black male and the black female, and it making the women independent on a man.
It's done purpose. It's like that now. If you look at today, it's like that now. You ain't making enough money for me. I don't want to talk to you. Now she
That's
want
why
to
they
be
sing about
myself.
energy.
Exactly. There you go. That's why I just told you the music that's coming out. It's there for a reason. You have to have yin and yang. You have to have the balance. It has to be there.
So like, where did it start? Like, how did? Okay, you say the women were supposed to be like they made all the rules and stuff like that. How did it transition over to the men started making the rules?
What Europeans did. Show me a man in this room without a navel.
Without a navel.
Without belly button.
Oh, you said name.
So he came from the woman.
Okay. Show me a man in here without one. It has to be connected to something. There you go, the mother. It didn't come from a man. It came from the woman. This is why they flipped everything around. The same thing with the Willie Lynch syndrome. If you watch what happened in Willie, what did it say? Did you read that book?
Yeah.
It said make the dark go against the light go against the dark. Don't we do that? Because Hollywood is doing it all day. Do it, right? Okay, this won't make this much money, this won't make this much money. Okay, we're going to think he's better than this. Okay, we're going to give him an inferior. Then they're going to break the man. How many times you see athletes get in front of TV and they break him? Mike Vick, Kobe Bryant, OJ,
Tio.
Kobe Bryant.
T.O.
And
Huh?
then the whole Kobe Bryant thing is over right
But it does. What I'm saying though, they have to break it. The same thing with the Willie Lynch syndrome. It says to break the man in front of the female. He knows nothing about himself, knowing nothing about his history. So now he's going to disrespect who? The women. You have to be noble. This is why Noble Drew said noble, upright. Noble means upright and lofty.
All right, so what about this whole thing like pigmentation? Like,
What about it?
with somebody like you say the Europeans, like how did they even get to the point where it's like separate?
How they separated? Now, people, this is getting into science and also alchemy again. How much change? If two people of melanated, I don't even like the term melanin. I would say hue because that's something new. Melanated.